Today we're going to talk about one of the most requested and popular topics here on the channel, which is about robot girlfriends, robot companions, and robot friends. But now it's reached a new level, which is AI brothels. That's right. You go to a house somewhere in the middle of the night in the early hours to meet with girls that you book a time with, and they're bad girls, bad boys, if you know what I mean. But comment below, what's your opinion about this? If money wasn't an issue, would you buy one to have at home? Or maybe you don't need to have one at home, but would you go somewhere and book an hour with this bad girl, with this bad boy? Just let me know in the comments below. Let's go straight to my computer screen. I'm gonna play a video here, though I don't know if this is gonna cause trouble, right? If anything happens, I'll just cut a few scenes. But let's go. Disturbing trend inside the rise of AI brothels, where men order women covered in. Look at this. I won't even say it covered in. And then they abuse them and share with others, with people who are into these fantasies, right? The crowd who likes to dress up, men, women, couples, anyway, comment below. Look, it's actually hard for me to even click here because there are some women-hate women, but they're, you know, just look at this. Anyway, right? Let's take a look here. Let's read this first real quick. There's some images and then I'll go to some scenes from the video over there. But let's go. It's a city famous for its tourist attractions and culture, but behind Berlin's vibrant exterior, there is a disturbing cyber adult entertainment underworld. Sounds like that movie with Harrison Ford, you know, the one set in the future, Blade Runner, right? Look at this. You rent a little room here and there will be a woman here. Look at this woman here, how realistic she is. My God, let me zoom in here. Look at this. I wonder if this one is real or if she's actually an AI girl. The cyber brothel, cyber hotel. The cyber hotel in Berlin means that men can have all their sexual desires fulfilled, even the most depraved ones. Look at that, a bed, a little cyber light, and a woman there, usually with some generous features, right? They can even order a robot covered in blood. My God, what for, right? There are people who do those things, you know, like BDSM and all that. The woman in wearing leather clothes, right? Women, men, you know, anyway. The growing popularity of the cyber hotel shows just how much AI is changing the industry of, here you already know, the adult industry, right? The German capital is the first place in the world to open an AI brothel, which allows people to book an hour with their dolls here, you know, and so on. Artificially advanced, ready to fulfill all your most adult desires, right? The writer Laura Bates experienced the cyber hotel firsthand when she visited the place to publish her new book, The New Age of Sexism. Would you go to a place like that, guys? I mean, it's probably hard for you to comment. You know a friend, right? Let's get to that little story. You know a friend, right? That friend you're not really close to, but would like to bedid someone, come to mind. A friend who would visit a place like that. All right, I'm going to show some scenes from the video here. Hang on. In an interview on the podcast, Laura explained that she made a custom request for her robot doll to have its clothes cut and torn just to see if they would actually do it. Oh, but the fun part is tearing it yourself, right? You grab it and rip it with your teeth, right? You can even order a doll and all that, you know? I really think it's the most, what is it? The coolest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Said the podcast host, but did they bring a woman? Damn. This thing is for men, right? For me, it should be for both, right? But the co-owner of the cyber hotel, Matthias, insisted on the sessions available there. If you're here, the only person who can judge you is yourself. We have many people who have never had contact with the work word forbidden herein who really want to try but are looking for a safe space. Before the video, take a look here. Look, I even have a reference for a robot girlfriend escorts with her. Then watch this video here. But look, you can see here that there are some people who are actually marrying robot escorts for real. There are people who say things like, this woman here only gives me trouble, only gives me headaches, doesn't do what I want when I want. Yeah, she's just after my money, has her own interests and all that. Anyway, people are really getting into real relationships there, right? There was a video I made where on their anniversary, the woman takes the male robot to a hotel and they have dinner there with regular people sitting next to them. So this new world it's complicated. It's hard to understand, right? But let's get straight to it here. This is the hardest part. I'll try not to get canceled here by YouTube, okay? There's one of the hotel scenes here. Let's see if I can find it here. Where is it? I want to show the actual room. Look, here's the real room. Let's see if I can get it right. Here it is, the real room, folks. A big screen here playing some movie. Here are the things here, right? For you to hang someone up, give a few slaps, and all that. Anyway, what do you think about this? I want you to comment below. If money wasn't an issue, would you rather have one of these in your own house where it could reveal your deepest desires, or would you prefer instead to go to one of these special little hotels, perhaps for a unique experience at some point in the future? You go there, let loose, and then leave. That's it. Comment below if you have a friend who would do this, okay? That's it. See you in the next video. See you soon.